Good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David Okon. I'm live in London, in the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for your attending. We are live from London in the United Kingdom. Thank you very, very much for your supports. And we schedule this now second live streaming on this channel. We started this channel, we created it in 2012, and we waited for 10 years until 2022 in December. Then we decided to start to create videos and post videos on the channel, becoming active. And the very first day of posting and people were watching, because nobody was watching any video, because there was no video for 10 years. And that goes to show the power of taking actions of work and also participation on the platform or elsewhere. Is a lesson for everyone, for us knowing to understand the value of participation, which is what YouTube is all about. And thank you so much for this opportunity with YouTube. And also I'm grateful to the project, for the project. And yes, a big vision. In my opinion, I think YouTube is one of the biggest platforms, the social media platforms ever. And we are a community, and which is why this title, the title of this program, which is actually the second live streaming since 2022 from the beginning, and this following a piece of advice from one of the biggest YouTubers. I mean, I would say the biggest, but one of the really big, YouTubers I am in contact with, and me getting advice from him to help. And also one of the things he suggested was for me to start live streaming, which this is today is the second live streaming on the program, the second live streaming. And somebody came and now and also left, which is a familiar behavior now. I'm grateful for them coming, and also when they choose to leave, they leave. Normally, people are social. This is social media, and when you come to a social space and you find maybe there is nobody else, then you probably walk away and try to come again to check if there are people like people, and that's what social media is about. And so we began this program, and this is today is the second live streaming, and I'm so excited about it. It's new, it's a learning process. We did a testing first time, testing to see how this system operate, and also continuing to learn. And on the first testing, the very first day, we got 7 people attending, which was I was so excited a few days ago. So in a sense, today is the third time. But in terms of organization, of arrangements, of plan, this is actually the second formal broadcasting, if you want to call it broadcasting, also hosting live streaming as it is. And thank you so much. I'll be testing a couple of functions as I normally do. There is Dream. Now let's try Dream like we tried a couple of days ago, because we are live streaming a couple of days. You're welcome to the live chat here on my platform here in London, in the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and appreciate it so much. So we are here, and I'm so excited. We are scheduled for 6. We are now 4 minutes into it. It's a small work, and I quite appreciate. And I set out to talk about rules and guidelines. You talk about rules and guidelines in the social media, in YouTube as well, particularly YouTube. If you're a content creator, if you are not a content creator. And today I will be briefly attempting to look at what happened, what the YouTube is all about. How YouTube works. Normally, if you are a user can come in all shapes and sizes. It can become to us. Users can come to us in any shape and form, but we, like myself, I'm a content creator, so I'm also a user, and people who come to get educational information, people who want to learn a thing or two, people who want to understand how the world operates, and also reading, listening to other people when they speak, and producing freedom of speech, and also giving an opportunity for the rest of the world to participate, to understand, to give and receive information about life. And like we said previously, life is about experience, it's about sharing. We talk about perhaps technology, arts, science, engineering, you name them. These things do work and do happen on YouTube channel. And particular attention is paid to content creators. Content creators, or creators of any form in on this platform is really about it's about trying to understand the essence of learning, essence of knowledge acquisition, essence of trying to understand one thing or another, and that is what we do on this platform. And there's something called blogging, and leave a comment below if you know what blogging is. And today I'm going to finish probably a bit early, and depending on people coming, because we are new on this approach, and live streaming, let me say check to see, talk about dream, this is glamour. Type, leave a comment below if you have the opportunity to join. Welcome to live chat, live in London, in the United Kingdom. This is the second formal live streaming, live chatting. And if you are lucky enough to come, if you are lucky enough to stay away, not coming, you are warmly welcome, nevertheless. And I'm so happy that you came, and I'm so happy you didn't come. And we will be moving forward to do live streaming as much as we can, and we're doing one today. Perhaps also I will think of scheduling another tomorrow, uh, because today, depending what happens, if people come, and we will be able to do longer hours, and people normally come because we are new. This is the second live streaming in the history of this channel. We are happy to receive people coming, and if there's anything new. And like I said, we've been looking at how to use this platform. Users are people who may be coming onto YouTube to do shopping. They may be coming to YouTube to get information about health care, about welfare, about housing, how to do business. So YouTube as a platform is extremely important. There are rules, there are guidelines, and to make the best use of a space, which is one of the biggest spaces on earth, is to learn as much as possible how it operates. And that is my offer beginning a couple of days ago. Today is the second live streaming. Therefore, people who attend and people who do not attend, this video will be available on my platform, and it is quite helpful because a lot of people around the world are now using YouTube, including content creators. If you are a YouTuber, it is more important because if you violate any of the rules, and also if you fail to grasp any of the guidelines, your performance will suffer, but it can also be removed from the YouTube platform. And also, if maybe you will do business, you want to do business on this platform, it's best to know the rules, best to know the guidelines, how the place work. And that's my purpose to do this. Leave a comment below if you are attending, to let me know what you think about this idea of sharing information, because there are so much information on the platform. And as always, we are so busy because there are really many and complex, and I'm just offering to do a study And going forward, the more the merrier. The longer we do it, the more experience we are going to gain, and that is what I'm committed to doing. I don't know how long, but I will have other topics also we'll be talking about. But for the next 4 to 5 maybe weeks, I'll be talking about the rules and the guidelines on YouTube channel. My purpose is to make sure we know how YouTube works, and also supporting information for creators, and also things like culture. Culture is what makes us who we are, and what is trending, and also how we use these facilities. Let us look at individual facility. There are two more people came and left, which is good. And if you are a scientist, if you are a technician, if you are an explorer, if you like food and fun, also this is a place for you to do your things. And also, if you are creative and maybe you like gardening and skiing, things like that, cultural artistry, and also food. If you like this kind of thing, YouTube as a space is intended for this. And thank you everybody who have been coming. We are small in terms of channel, but also in terms of live streaming, because this is the second time we are doing it this week, and it's going to be a work in progress, and people hopefully will be increasing. The first one we did testing, there were 7 people attending, and also the second one was about maybe 5 or 6 or 8 or whatever. And today we expect people have been coming in and out, which is good. And also, if you come, if you feel you're going out, I'm so grateful what you are doing to be part of this economy. So when you talk about we talk about YouTube, and the whole concept of YouTube is to give everyone a voice. And if you like speaking, if you don't like speaking, it is an opportunity for you to do one thing or another, and to learn how to speak, and to listen to other people also speaking, and also to experience life generally, how the world operates. You can literally walk across the globe. And there are pros and cons about this, and this is really important. And so, as you speak, other people listening, and we develop a better world at that, and also sharing and building our communities through sharing our stories. You are a story. You are a big story, and YouTube is an opportunity for you to tell your story, and also live your life the way you think best to live. And therefore, we are looking at the community, and we're looking at what commitments YouTube has got, and how the space works, like I said before, and a lot of creativity involved, and it is an immense community. So many people use the millions, actually millions of people use YouTube, and every day on a daily basis, millions of people use YouTube, and they come onto the space to get information. The people want to be informed, and people also want to be inspired. I mean, if you are inspired, leave a comment below. If anything done on YouTube is inspiring, if you create content, and these are the factors you pay attention to try, and also try to be inspiring. Life is about learning. It's about also, using your brain creatively, thinking, and having the ability to learn one way or the other, and doing one thing or another, which is really can inspire people. Life's about inspiration, and some people come to have fun on the platform. If your purpose is to have fun, you find where fun is, and if you want information, you find where information is. One way or the other, whether you are looking for information, whether you are looking for inspiration, whether you are looking to have fun, in the end, you learn one thing or another, and you share this learning with the rest of the world, which is the essence of YouTube platform. And it is so exciting. And stay tuned if you're coming, if you are not coming, watching this live streaming in here in London, in the United Kingdom. I'm so grateful. People have been coming. I think 3 or 4 now have been coming in and going out. I'm so excited that you came. I'm so also happy that you chose to leave. And that has been the behavior of this platform, which is, is new, or live streaming for me being new. And I'm so happy. So this, I'm just trying to share how YouTube operate. This information is on the platforms on the internet. You can always find information about YouTube almost everywhere. And I'm just trying to share it in the way I understand it. And also leave a comment below if you think what I'm talking about is really informative. And if you think it is also inspiring, if you think it is fun to really have your experience with me on this platform, let me know. So people try to find out how YouTube works, and therefore there is a need to when people ask questions, how does YouTube work? The answers provided by the platform. I don't speak for YouTube, but I'm just trying to share my experience and also my learning, my information, whether I enjoy it or not. This is going forward. I will be doing this, and also there is explanations in terms of what is being done, and to foster responsible platform. We talk about responsibility. You have a right to do whatever you want to do in life, but also more importantly, people normally remember their rights, but they forget that there are responsibility, and YouTube, based on the information they provide, which is what they say, they provide a responsible platform. They take responsibility for their platform, which is understandable. It's a good learning on the platform, but also fantastic learning. You can transfer this learning across the board where institutions, where infrastructures are. And I'm so excited to share this with you today for the first time, and looking at YouTube, and YouTube creating a responsible platform, and also looking after users, paying attention to users, like I said before, and also creators like content creators, and people who may just be consumers, customers, and also those who are creators. These can be distinguishable, and also artists. If you are an artist, also you pay attention to what's happening, and this platform is actually created to support your participation as a user, as a creator, as an artist, and these actually make up the community, which rely, the community which rely on the support on this resourcing. And I'm adding voice, I hope, to this by this going through and sharing this information with you, and also to trigger your curiosity to do your independent studies on YouTube platform itself, or online generally. There are information everywhere about everything almost today, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much, everybody who came, and also the ones who left. And we're work in progress. I like this kind of like format. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the appearance of these YouTube pictures, video pictures rather. So YouTube have commitments, and also you can actually discover what they are doing for the community. And when we talk about community, we talk about creators, we talk about users, we talk about people who are, for example, artists, to be more specific. But I would say so many different categories of people using this platform, YouTube will, they strive to make the place safer. We talk about safety and safeguarding. A lot of people may be vulnerable, accessing YouTube spaces, and we are so excited that YouTube takes responsibility to make the place safer, and also the matter of security also, and as in for example maybe cyber security. So uh, YouTube, they strive YouTube strive to make the space more secure, and so this approach underpins what YouTube aims to do in terms of safety and security, and which is very sensible. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think about the YouTube spokesman. My aim to discuss this so that in the process I also learn these requirements, these rules, these guidelines, this support, this information, because for me to operate effectively on the platform, I have to know what this platform is about. I have to be an expert on it, or alternatively, I can actually, if I am not an expert, if I have money, I can pay experts to do the work for me to support my participation here, whether I'm a user or I'm a content creator or somebody else or an artist or whatever. And this is the reason I have decided to share this with my fans and those who are visiting, who are coming, dropping by, and we are new. So it is not surprising, and we are very small channel. Actually, we have very few, few followers, and I will be going forward. I will be doing this and regularly, and also looking to see. So in terms of safety policy, what YouTube do, and in terms of their approach, there is something called the 4 Rs. So what they do, they remove content which violates the policy, their policies. I mean, if you post content which violates YouTube policy, they aim, actually they aim to remove such contents. And if you post a content on a YouTube channel, the last thing you want to do is to have it removed, because you do a lot of work to create the content, and it costs a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of time, and if YouTube removes it, it's a big loss. But also, not only removing content, and as I can say, if you fall foul of maybe safety rules, maybe security rules, you will risk actually being removed entirely from the platform, even as a user, as a content creator, or an artist, or any of the participants in this space. And that's why I felt it necessary to share this policy, and because I'm doing live streaming, but I will also be doing normal videos based on this same information, so that when people miss the opportunity to do live streaming, the idea of live streaming is to connect more robustly with the community members, people who come by, who want to, have experience, who want to access to use this space, other content creators, or even people who do business, people who are artists, who may be interested in one thing or another. My aim is actually to engage with them, and that is why I'm doing live streaming. And also, I've been advised by a friend who is a YouTuber, and this is the second live streaming, and I will be aiming to do more of live streaming. And I have chosen in the process to discuss how YouTube or function, which is something new, and I will be going forward. I will be doing this, which is a very challenging process. So we talk about offending individuals individual offending rules of YouTube facility and being removed by YouTube channel if you violate the policies of YouTube as a product or as a platform, as an industry, whatever you refer to YouTube as it is in terms of safety and security, as an example, as a sample, they take it very seriously. And they can also reduce the spread of harmful misinformation. Now, you talk about misinformation which are harmful. I don't know if is misinformation is harmful. I don't know if misinformation is not harmful, because not all misinformation are harmful according to YouTube, maybe according to understanding, maybe according to knowledge. Leave a comment below if you can to let me know if misinformation can be useful or not, and harmful, or it can be harmful. But talk about harmful misinformation and borderline materials. I would say borderline materials which necessarily do not offend the policy, not offending, but they operate on the borderline. They could be offending or they might not be offending. And maybe if your material is borderline within the issue of offense or violation or whatever in terms of content, material which you post on YouTube, if it is borderline, maybe you get away with it. But these are things you should consider, and also maybe because nobody wants to violate any policy or get into trouble with a platform like YouTube. If you are, maybe you use it for your shopping to get information, maybe you also want to do business by using YouTube, maybe health issue, maybe issue of employment, you're looking for work, you want to learn how to write a good CV, maybe a training opportunity, all these things are actually available on YouTube. So my purpose today is to provide an overview what I think is good about YouTube, why I value it, why I'm a content creator and valuing it, because in as much as learning, also I contribute toward creating the content of this facility, which is a good opportunity because I learn on a daily basis. If you ask any YouTuber, you will discover that all these are learning processes, and it is so exciting. So we're talking about removing content which violates policies. We also talk about reducing spread of harmful misinformation and borderline material. These are actually reduction mean me. I don't know if they reduce it. What they do, they give you warnings, but they can also give you a strike if you're a content creator, especially if you're a content creator, but they may also do something else, block you or just prevent you from accessing the platform if you do one thing or another. But more likely it's going to be about content creators, because content creators have a lot of opportunities to do things on the platform. Leave a comment below, stay tuned. We are work in progress. We are now about 30 minutes. About 3-4 people came and left, and I'm so grateful that we came. And I take nothing for granted, because somebody can come and somebody might not even come, and you cannot take anything for granted at all. So you talk about you can raise up authoritative sources for news and information. Let's talk about news and information. We talk about authority. Authority are people who are acknowledged, who are recognized officially within law, within policy, within practices, in within institutions. They are accredited, they are acknowledged to have authority, but they also use accepted evidence, well-known evidence. This is actually a source of power. The main media, for example, people who are maybe researchers who are acknowledged, people with accreditation. These are authorities, and they wield a lot of power, and they are the ones who are supported. They are given to raising up, but everybody can have authoritative approach to news and information. If they do the work, you can learn from home, you can learn on the job. YouTube is an opportunity if you are careful to comply and also to do due diligence. Work as hard as you can, and also the attitude should always be about learning. And imagine if you can be a self-made newsmaker or information broadcaster, and that will be really amazing. And they also reward trusted creators. If you are trusted, then leave a comment below. Let me know what trust is, because people can rely on you. You don't lie. You don't create problem. You're not a thief. For example, you are trusted, and you don't tell lies. You don't cut corners. You don't create problem. You don't break rules. You're trusted. You create content. You create content legitimately. Your content, and you work within rules. This, I think this is what trusted creators are, and they are rewarded by YouTube, which is really music to our ears. And I'll talk about making YouTube safer, and also making it more secure, and as always, and protecting data, for example, and safeguarding copyright, promoting. These are some of the synopsis, if you want to call it that, it like promoting digital well-being. And leave a comment below if you know what digital well-being is. I think on keeping, hygiene, providing proper hygiene, and also all this information can be recycled and reapplied, which is exciting. And leave a comment below if you have the opportunity to see this material. We are very few, if any, and we'll talk about managing harmful content. And what do you think managing content is? If you are a manager, if you know how to manage things, yeah, leave a comment below. If you're a professional manager, if you are just a natural manager, you take one, two, three, four, five things and put them together and monitor them and assess them. Management is a really a room full, but they have managers. They have management mechanisms, which is good. They are specifically with harmful content. If something creates harm, it means probably it breaks the rule anyway. Is the rules are set to provide safety, to provide security, and also to manage things one way or the other. So they manage harmful content, how they do it, and is something going forward. We'll be talking about it maybe tomorrow, maybe later today. But today, I think maybe not. And thank you so much. So you talk about also preventing bias. I don't know what bias is. Leave a comment below. Let me know what bias is. And you are one-sided, for example, and you don't balance things up. You are an extremist, probably. That's what extremism. So I talk about fairness. You talk about justice. See, you talk about giving weight to one thing or another, and so when you talk about management, you talk about focusing on what matters and make it work more effectively. I think that's the meaning of management, which is what we like, fighting misinformation. So this is probably one of the pillars of managing uh, the space, and fighting misinformation. That which means you are at the forefront. You have a gun. You use a bomb of rules and instrument of compliance, including removing people also actually from the platform, or giving them warnings and striking them out. And there are procedures going forward. We'll be looking at that. If you're a content creator, that is of immense interest, because if you are removed, it means your platform can be shut, your YouTube channel can be shut. And some people have really invested so much effort, a lot of time, money, especially if you're a traveling YouTube creator, content creator. You spend a lot of money, and a lot of people, you buy equipment, and for YouTube to shut your channel down because you don't follow rules. And a lot of people don't follow rule because they don't want to follow rule because they don't know that they're breaking the rule. Ignorance is no concept. It's no defense. If you say I didn't know, it's no defense. You will still be punished because these things are published. They are here, and if you're serious as you are, you know, as a user, as a content creator, and also as a participant in other capacities, maybe you are an artist or you are an educator, scientist, or whatever you call yourself, coming onto this platform, you need to know issues to do with misinformation. So curbing extremist content. If you are a terrorist, if you're saying, you know, I don't know what extremism is, if you comment below, let me know what extremism is because I really don't know. And if you post content which is extreme, they try to curb it. If you curb it, it means you try to control it, maybe including removing. You kind of like discourage people. You disincentive, incentivize. These are all a cacophony of rule and guidelines, which is helpful. But if you break any of these elements of ruling, you are going to be removed ultimately. You risk every time only one content. I have nearly 400 videos. Only one offending can lead to my total removal from the space forever, and with caveats, of course, with exceptions, because to every rule there are exceptions. And if your breach is serious, you can be struck or removed immediately without warning. And that's even worse because see, you can just do that like that, and you don't even know it. And this is why I thought to really discuss this. And increasing the more I go through this as a content creator, I think choosing to discuss it is really important because it helps me to learn the rules. And in the process, it's still killing two birds with one stone. If you catch my, my drift, you understand this concept. Today we are doing very badly in terms of attendance. And my prayer is that people see my YouTube more. But we win and succeed with a few as much as with many. I mean, if we are only two of us, we can still conquer the world. And so you're warmly welcome. And a lot of people get scared if they come into this space and find there is no one, maybe there's only one or two people, they get so scared. That is okay. But you need to know that to be a champion, you should have to do things alone or with other people. Even if you are only two of you, you can conquer the world. So join me one way or the other. If you see this material and if you are lucky enough to go through it, and for me, it's just an opportunity, it's a learning experience. I'm so excited. So I don't know. Let me know what you think an extremist content is. To say, let us bring an end to the world. I don't know how you're going to do that. Bring an end to the world. But that, to me, that is probably an example of extremist. But it could be anything as subtle as criticizing maybe the government, maybe criticizing authorities, maybe criticizing, you're trying to express your views. But like I said, if you're going to speak, make sure you have evidence, do a research, and make sure the way you construct your material to support your speech. Because YouTube promote free speech. But at the same time, it also promote rules which you are required to comply with. And it is a rule which is very serious. If you violate it, you're going to be removed, and your YouTube channel will be terminated, which is a very serious thing if you are a content creator. You should never be in a situation like that. So you talk about turning up to hate crime, to hate. When you say talk about hate, basically I don't like black people. I don't like white people. White people are murderers. Black people are murderers. Or maybe British. The British people are colonialists. If you say British people are colonialists because they colonized Africa, for example, sometimes you maybe they have the evidence and the facts also to support your statement, but sometimes you too look at your motive. Are you trying to promote to use legitimate information? Maybe we know Britain colonized Africa, and if an Africa say these people are colonialists, and I'll provide all the evidence to support my statement, which is accurate as a fact, but they somehow also try to see my motive for using legitimate information, fair comments, and all those legal safeguarding. But my intention for using those can be examined, and if my intention to promote hatred, then maybe I'm offending the rules, which may create problem for me. So this is the kind of thing I'm inviting viewers and participants. If you are lucky enough to come across this material, then this is some of the things you should start thinking about supporting political integrity. So we talk about integrity, whether it is political or otherwise, but political in this case, you're looking at integrity. I don't know what integrity is. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think integrity might be. But I think integrity is that you are authentic and you are respected. Maybe you are a member of parliament. Maybe you are a political campaigner. You are operating within compliance. You're not in the process of being a political player. You don't actually breach rules of operation and political integrity. And maybe if it's a political objective, political program being promoted in the country like Britain, you don't subvert that process. Maybe party politics, maybe election, and maybe public opinion. In my opinion, this is what I think. But going forward, YouTube will tell us example to give a view. I'm just giving a general view because we are beginning to map to see what YouTube is about, talk about commitment of YouTube, which I like, and commitment is the name of the game. So talk about supporting political integrity. Leave a comment below if you know what that means in practice. So we are talk about fostering youth safety. And if you're youth, 13 years and up, maybe between 25, you're youth probably one way or the other, or more also children, 13 years to 17 years, and fostering youth safety. Youth are the future of any system or any society. And the YouTube society support youth. If you're youth, you should be an expert on this piece of information, in my opinion, because your safety matters to YouTube. And I don't know why, but it's obvious because youth are less experienced, they are more vulnerable. But also, if there are rules which is there to promote youth safety, and if you're youth, you could be prone to breaking this rule, and YouTube will deal with you because you see, if you are an organization like YouTube, you have to have teeth. You also have to have carrots. If somebody does something good, you give them carrots. If somebody does something wrong, you give them the stick. I value both, but I prefer carrot, and therefore my aim is to do something good so that I get the carrot and I don't get the stick. And also sharing revenue, money, and all the other goodies. And I would say revenue, the word money comes to my mind, and also a type of wealth, maybe, or monetary value. But revenue, I think, is a specific term. If you do something of value, and YouTube is rewarding you, maybe things like giving you royalties for your content you have created, giving you royalty if you're a content creator. Or if you work for YouTube, YouTube can pay you salary. If you do business there, you may be making money from there. Those are, in my opinion, revenue. Leave a comment below, let me know what revenue is. If you are an expert, it is something of value, of monetary value. One way or the other, if you work, you're rewarded, and work can be paid for. Work might not be paid for, but YouTube, if you work, you get paid. And work is a specific legal entity in terms of definition and also application. So there are some type of work which you work in other capacities which are not recognized as work. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking work in terms of legality in the formal context of the word. So we'll talk about, when we talk about safety, like I said previously, we also talk about protecting user data. If you're a user of YouTube, it means you are a user of YouTube, and your data is on there. You is protected, is kept safe, and you is kept safe, and you also um, get the support needed to feel safe, maybe cybersecurity mechanism or other data protection mechanism. Talk about safeguarding copyright. And copyright protect content creators. People who create things are protected by law and also by policy and processes. And YouTube does that. And copyright is a content creators' nightmare. YouTuber, otherwise also known as YouTubers, because YouTubers are really small and they don't have money. Most of them are inexperienced. They learn on the job, which is what I'm trying to do, and I'm so excited and happy that I'm actually, the more work you do, nothing comes for nothing. I mean, nothing comes free. Life is not really something you just sit there and do nothing and gain nothing. Because you see, even if you don't make money on YouTube, you gain experience by being a participant. So safeguarding copyright, if you create your content, you're protected, which is what they do, and promoting digital well-being. So talk about well-being is actually you eat well, you feed well, you sleep well, a peace of mind, and also protection also. So digital is actually the concept which is replacing maybe other element of conduct or of operation. You talk about the digital age and also maybe other element of it. And so talk about wealth, home keeping, maybe digital hygiene. Leave a comment below, let me know what digital well-being is and how YouTube promotes this concept, these precepts, this facilitation. And I'm so excited that I began to talk about this. I've not done it before, even because if you're a content creator, you should read this. They're there on the platform, but I decided to talk around this thing. So you talk about products and policies. And if you comment below, if you know what a product is. Something, somebody wants something of value, you provide for them. It's a business concept, it's a customer service concept. And these are policies also guiding product management, product administering. You want something, you get it. As a pay for it, you are given as a royalty. I don't know what. I mean, sometimes you're given product for free. If you're lucky, I mean, you can't below if you can get something free from somewhere. So then, therefore, always about experience. What the best possible experience while you're using YouTube. That is, to me, is something I should remember, because your experience is terrible. You get into all sorts of chaos and destructive scenario, because experience is really important, because it's a good concept in terms of business. Doing business, the experience is almost everything. Because normally, if you're giving feedback, one of the first things they ask about is your experience. So if you're a content creator, also maybe a user or someone else doing business on one shot or another, you begin to develop the acumen, power, if it is correct to say acumen, something about producing, good experience, the best experience if needed. And if you have the facility and you are good to go, so YouTube does that. It's their desire. That's what they want to do. They want to give you the best possible experience while you're using YouTube. And what could possibly go wrong? I mean, if you go to a place and you feel good about yourself, you're treated like the king or the queen, and that's what YouTube does. You feel good, you're respected, and you are valued, and your needs are identified and met. Communication is excellent. People are helpful. You get what you want when you want it. And if you don't have it, if you cannot get it, you are informed, you are treated nicely and really to the best of their ability. They try to to make this happen. So their product help people who visit, people like you and I, to find what you are looking for, and also stay in control of what you see. So when you talk about staying in control, that is really big. Let me know what if you're in control of the situation, which means you do what you want as you want it, when you want it. So these are the tools, power, and mechanisms provided by YouTube to put you in control. This empowerment, which is sometimes what I feel as a content creator. So the more experience, the more knowledge you gain going forward. Life is about participation. Life is about contribution. It's about being positive. It's about being striving to achieve and managing expectation. All these things, YouTube puts you in control, and it also helps you. What the product does, the YouTube product, what it does, it helps you to find what you're looking for. So, what are you looking for in YouTube? Are you looking for love? Definitely, if you're looking for hatred, probably you will also find it. But it depends what you do while looking for hatred. I think love is good. I think being positive is safer. And if you're looking for hatred, probably you will find it. And that is not the best way to look for a product. I don't know, a product of violence, of offense, is not really your best way to conduct your life. So when you visit YouTube, you are looking for something always. You are treated like a king, like a queen. That is some of the policies and the products provided by YouTube. These are some of the things I'm talking about. And if you are here and people have been coming in and out, and we are new, we are so excited, we are so happy to welcome everybody on our YouTube facility, live streaming. This is the second day, and we are so excited seeing people here, and we are work in progress. We are very small program, and every little helps, and I'm always so encouraged, and I'm so happy that people come. If people come, it's best to make a comment, to give a comment, and also let me know your thoughts. And I'll talk about the excellence of these platforms. People come as users, people come as content creators, and this is what I've chosen to talk about, to share, so that I learn, and I'll share my learning with users, share my learning with content creators, and also people who might want to do business in one way or the other, or artists, if you're a musician, if you're a painter, if you are an inventor, and also if you like to cook, you can cook on YouTube. If you want to do a research, if you're an academic, you can use YouTube for. And this is, I'm just looking at an overview, but I'm also interested to look at the content involving guidelines and also rules, because if you break the rules, like I have already said, if you break the rule, you're going to be removed by YouTube. And that's why I'm a content creator. That's why I'm hosting this live streaming. Therefore, I have to be so careful because one wrong move, YouTube can remove me from the YouTube can remove me from operation. And so carry on. Somebody just came right now and left. And like I said, what I am beginning to see, if you are small, if you are new, perhaps you are few, people think, something is not right, something is not nice. And also for me, because if people come and then they interact with me, I get excited, I get so more interested. The purpose of live streaming is to really attempt to connect more in more real time. Really, it's so exciting. When I attend a YouTube of my YouTuber, a live streaming of my YouTube, I feel really, really so close. That there's a difference between watching the video, a difference between watching the video and also uh, interacting, chatting with your YouTuber and the content creator, with the host. And I am glad, I'm so happy that we are small. And sometimes, if you're small, today is the second day, but also the third day, because the first day we did a testing, we had a few likes, we had a few coming, but as always, people come and leave. This is just the first week, past also the second week, because today is Sunday, it's first week. Next week, hopefully tomorrow, we are going to carry on with live streaming. And as soon as I finish this process, I'm going to set up another one, because I'm going to talk about guidelines, talk about YouTube, because I haven't spoken about YouTube ever since. What I feel is that I need to know what YouTube is, because I'm a content creator. Sometimes you don't do a study of a platform, and in the process, me sharing this information with others and explaining it in my own way, and inviting comments also for people to let me know what they think about the platform, what they think about the information, about what to talk about, because these everybody can go and read for themselves. But unfortunately, people are so busy. Even now, I'm creating this video. People might not watching, but that's not my aim. My aim, well, that's my aim for people to watch it, but more importantly, for me to do it, to do the creating of the content. And once created, hopefully people who can watch it, or I mean, I also watch, because when I record, the way I try to explain the information, the way I understand it, going forward, the more the merrier, the more often I do it, the more I learn it. Because my aim is actually to learn the rules so that I am safe as a content creator. So I'm more productive. And for example, if I understand that our focus is actually to entertain, to provide a source of fun or information, people to have fun when they come, to be excited about the situation, looking for excitement, looking for information, looking for support, and accessing different types of product. These are the kind of things we are looking for. And so the products will help find what you're looking for, and you have your control of what you see. I am so interested and so excited about this principle, these concepts. So meanwhile, our policy explain what you can and cannot do while you are there, so that everybody plays by the same rules. This is sounding familiar. If you enter into the space, the first thing you look at the policies. Our policies are really important, and you learn them, you understand them, and you comply with them. The purpose of learning is compliance. My suspicion, my thinking is that there is a possibility that maybe 80 or 90% of people going forward using YouTube are going to be removed. Maybe in the next 10 years, 100 years, because YouTube is here to stay, is going to grow, and it's going to grow, it's already global, and it's going to intensify. It may change from what YouTube to something else, but the foundation is already set, it's not going anywhere. because the age of digitization is here. So you come to YouTube, you look at the policy. This policy explain what you can and cannot do. What you can is so vital, is so exciting. You can do this, you can do this, you can, like children. We are the children of the space. Can I do this? Yes. Can I do this? Yes. Can I do that? Yes. Can you do that? No, you cannot do that. And we are so sad. You know, if you go to a place and you look at so many exciting things, and you are so enthused to even speak, you know you are given the opportunity to speak freely. You know you are given a voice to speak, and you are so excited. You feel you can really say anything. You can insult, you can say jokes, you can, it doesn't matter. But you see, YouTube gives you this opportunity, but there are policies on and products, and also information. If you learn it, you know what you can, you cannot do. And so that you everybody plays with the same rule. Nobody, I think equality is really important. Fair treatment is very important. You don't come here and you call yourself you are maybe a Donald Trump or Keir Starmer or what's the other one, Joe Biden or King Charles. You play above the rule. The principle here is that everybody is treated fairly and in the same way, which is very social, which is very nice. We are in a social media, and whether you are important, whether you feel, everybody is treated with a sense of importance because we are humans. If you ask me, everybody is important. You know, different people may be important in different ways, but we are all valuable. We are all important because we may not be in a position to use our resources. So sometimes we are eaten. So this is what I've been talking about. So you can read on to find out how each of our products and policies works. This is what I've chosen to talk about today. So you talk about product features, user settings, rules and policies. So you are looking at things like YouTube search, recommended videos. I wish my video was recommended more by YouTube, but that is live. It takes time, and there is time for everything. Patience is also a virtue. So news and information is so important. And thank you so much everybody who came. Thank you everybody who didn't come. There's always a next time. There's news and information, monetization for creators. YouTube live streaming is right here. So these are some of the features, product features. If you like YouTube search, you search YouTube. Therefore, you are using the product. You find recommended videos. These are product features. Your news and information, product features, monetization for creators, product features for YouTube Live. These are product features and user settings. You want to use something, you set it up. Privacy controls, ad settings. You should talk about privacy. You talk about ad settings, advertising. If there is advertising, you set it up. And parental control, if you have children and you want them to be safe and secure, so autoplay. These are things with people who use YouTube use set this thing. They learn the settings. They share this thing so that their experience is more proficient and more smooth. So you talk about rules and policies. This is the big one. Actually, the thing to trigger me talk about YouTube is actually to ultimately focus on the rules and policies, because they tell you what to do and what not to do. This is really hard one. Policies, overviews. This is a very helpful. Community guidelines, copyright, monetization policies, legal removals. Leave a comment below if you know what legal removals. Maybe you are a terrorist. You are maybe a criminal. I don't know what legal removal is. Maybe kind of like the government says it should be, I don't know, maybe terminated or whatever. I would be interested to know, because I looked at it, but I've forgotten what it is in the precise form. So looking at progress and impact, I find out more about how we are progressing on our commitment to responsibility and impact at YouTube as on culture, society, and local economies. Culture, society, and local economies. It's how big culture is. If you comment below if you know what culture is. It's everything. You see, everything actually, which is the content of society, the content of human life. That is culture. Society is the operating system of culture, if you like. You have politics, you have the economy, you have policy, these are society. And local economy is the product of society. When you do something or don't do something, you produce an economy. This is how I look at culture. Culture is life, is the totality of our life. And the content and the raw material, the standpoint, our perspective as a human species, and our everything. And society is the operating system, the system we create to operate our culture. The people, the natural resources, and the things we see, the things we don't know, the knowledge, all these are culture, and the society is the organization, the structure to operate culture. And these are connected, and the product is actually economy. We talk about local economies, and local economies, localism is really important. The economies of YouTube in the first place, but also of our countries and of our globe. Globe may not be seen as a localized infrastructure, so be it. I'm so excited. I talked about this. A lot of people came. Very few, but to me, it's a lot. What? See, maybe 3 or 5 people came to me. For me, it's a lot because it could have been worse. It could have been zero. And if for a bigger YouTuber, somebody who is more popular, more famous than me, 1 million would be really good, or even 10,000 would be good. Maybe 1,000 would be good. Maybe 10 or 50 or 100 would be good. But the first time we did content testing, we got 7. Some people get 10, some people get 20, some people get 100. Tomorrow, I'll get 100, maybe 1,000. And if I do that, I'm going to make a nice cup of tea and drinking. If I don't, I get a nice cup of tea and drink it as well. I'll do whatever I like to celebrate. Celebration is the name of the game. So looking at all these things, progress on managing harmful content, our impact, how we do one thing or another about YouTube, about blog, YouTube works, how YouTube work, jobs and trades, and YouTube culture and content. And YouTube is connected to X. It's connected to Instagram, to Facebook. This is what it shows here. So what you learn about YouTube, you're gonna learn about YouTube. You're gonna learn about blogging. You talk about how YouTube works, which is really nice. There are jobs, and believe it or not, YouTube can employ you. There are press, which is press really. Comment below if you know what press is. I don't, sometimes I do, but also if you have information, if you have the system of information, if you have the economy of information, then you get that YouTube culture and trends, how we behave, who we are and what we produce, how we educate, how we think, how we learn, how we play, how we play, how we work, and how we make friends, how we produce excellence. That is culture. Culture is very sexy. Leave a comment below, let me know. And how we do things, how we do charity. If we work, if we have something, we share. We share our knowledge, we share our ideas, we share our wealth. And that's our community, our system, our culture, our life. And that is the YouTube as its own culture and trends. What is trending, what the way forward. Things which are cool and what people are looking at now. And this is some of the things, if you're a content creator, especially, or even a user, you do things successfully. NFL Sunday ticket. I don't know what it is. The comment below, I'm only looking as an overview. So we are looking at products, YouTube Kids, YouTube Music, YouTube Originals, YouTube Podcast, YouTube Premium, YouTube Select, YouTube Studio, YouTube TV. What could possibly go wrong? We have studio, you have TD TV, YouTube is the place to be. And therefore, you have business developers, and also YouTube advertising. Wow. For creators creating for YouTube Kids, creator research. You, if as a creator, you have also the facility, the function to do research as a creator services directory, which is cool. YouTube artists, YouTube creators, as an entity, YouTube next up. YouTube, we are our commitments, creators for change, CSAI March, social impact. The list is endless. The world is our oyster. So you talk about policy and safety, copyright, brand guidelines, privacy terms, managing cooking, help, English, United Kingdom, what could possibly go wrong. This is the holistic. We use English. The United Kingdom English. That is what I use. United Kingdom English. You see, when you have a family, you have a home, you have a world, a system, a system. YouTube is a system of creation. It's a system of provision, system of product, of service, of custom, or everything, you name it. It is a home, it's a family, it's a community. That's why I decided to talk about. I'll see you next time. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and click like, and click notification bell, leave a comment below. If you watch this live streaming, share with family and friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye.